Alright, today we'll be unboxing the 2 Climax booster from the BFE-S series. Right, so we have Golden Gaga and Violent Vanity. Right, let's take a look at Golden Gaga first. Right, so we have a boost for all the main decks from the A series. Right, so there's a new rarity Climax rare, especially for this set. And 4 types of SP and only 2 set of secret pack. Right, so take a look. So as usual, we have the advertisement paper for the animes and other products, and box topper PR. We have the Holy Magic. Right, so you get to return 3 or more spells from your drop zone to your deck, shuffle it. If you do, put the top 2 cards from your deck into Gauge, gain 2 life, and if you return 6 or more, draw 2 cards. If 9 or more, deal 3 damage to your opponent. Very strong. Right, very suitable to be in the Gaga Magic World deck. Alright, so this 30 pack from Climax Booster 1, Golden Gaga. Right, so we have Celestial Force, Fury Spirits, and Gadra, our first double up on the set. Right, lots of different words in the set. Parallel foil, which allow you to boost most of the new decks, other than those from the extra boosters. Right, so in this set we have the new Cursed Dragon with a special winning condition, which is having enough soul cards under your opponent's flag. Curse Field. So Aurora, very useful card in Electro Deity deck. Scarpine, Combat Deity Arises. Right, so I already have 2 of the same rare within 5 packs. Alright, just for your info, there's no uncommon in this set. There's only common, rare, and above. Alright, so there's no uncommon in this set. Alright, our Ancient World Gargantua Dragon, which you can get like 30,000 power and 30,000 defense. Right, very useful for some situations, so recommended to have like 1 or 2 in your deck for those playing Gargantua Dragon. Right, more parallel foils. And another repeat. Seems like rare won't be an issue this time round. Right, this is very useful in your Cursed Dragon deck. When you enter the field, charge 1, gain 1 life, and if your opponent have a card under the flag, draw 1. Alright, this is very useful in the deck. You need the resources, so yeah. Alright. New weapon for Dragon World Gaga deck. It allows you to do G Evo using this item. Right, and if needed, you can even send it into the soul after you G Evo. Right, recommend to have around 1 or 2 in your deck. Hylian, the card that saved Yuga more than 2 times in one game. Right, another P4. Cosmo change. very strong for the Galaxy Exile deck. Alright, so charge 2, and you may transform a Galaxy Exile from the drop zone by paying its transform cost. So you actually get to change to the new form of Cosmo Man. And since it's a counter, you can even do it during your opponent turn or after the first attack. Right? Oh, here it comes, our first triple R. Amaterasu. So core cost is pay 3 gauge. Counter, pay 1 life if you do draw a card and choose one of the 2 following. So you can either, for this turn, this card get plus power 6k and triple attack, or you get a defense plus 6k and counter attack. Alright, it's a good replacement for Susano. Alright, I should be replacing it with Susano. Underrated. Right. As Curse Dragon is a deck that requires special winning condition. A lot of cards that you need in the deck are actually older release from the first Buddy Fight series, the 100 series. Yeah, so it may take a lot of effort to form that deck. Right, Feeling Memories. So you can cast this without paying its core cost if you have a Folktale item on your field with 3 or more souls. Very easy. Cast cost, sorry. Pay 1 gauge, pay 1 life. Destroy all monsters on the field. Deal 1 damage to your opponent for each opponent's monster destroyed. Right, destruction spell. So you get to destroy your opponent's monster before you do your loss of attack in the turn. Right, another parallel foil. Reinforcement of Links. Alright, so you can only cast this if you have Link Dragon Order on your field, as usual. Cast cost, pay 1 gauge. So you look at top 4 of your deck, put any number of them to the bottom of your deck in any order, then put the rest back to the top of the deck in any order, draw 1. Right, so you get to manipulate your top of the deck, bottom of the deck, even draw 1 with 1 gauge. Right, this I missed out it just now. So Fiery Spirits. So you can only cast if there's D-Share on your field. Okay. Cast Horse, pay 1 life. Choose a card on opponent field. Rest it. And for this turn, you cannot stand. Right. So this actually lets you counter a lot of the current meta. Very useful in Link Dragon Order. So do take note. Finally, secret pack. Right, so I opened the Gargantua Dragon secret pack. And firstly, we have the Deity Gargantua Dragon, which allows you to, if you use it as a body, you can have any, alright, let me repeat, any world of Dragon monster in your deck. So your Gargantua Dragon can actually transform to Katana world, even if you're using the Dragon World flag. Right, so this is very strong. You can even use it with like Folktale, or you can use it with Electro Deity deck. Right. Let's skip this first. Let's go to Raging mode. Alright, so if entered by G Evo, you get quadruple attack, so you can attack 4 times. If you have 3 or more different Dragon in your drop, it gets critical +1. 5 or more opponent cannot counter. when it's attacking alone. So 12,000 to 6,000, quadruple attack, penetrate, +1 crit, and cannot be countered. Right? Very, very strong. And let's see, we have the Blade Mage Neo. So this card's ability on the field cannot be nullified by opponent card effect. Enter the field, return a card from opponent field back to hand. If entered by G-Able, return all cards on your opponent's field and gain 1 life for each card returned instead. Double attack, so gut. Right, it's strong, but not really suitable for the original Magic World Gargantua deck. Right, but you can put in any other Gargantua deck. Right, then we have the Thunder Deity Wind Demon Dragon. Right, if you have a G-Evo in Soul, all monsters on your field get power plus 5,000. Right, so the condition is very simple. You just need to have a G-Evo monster in Soul. Not even monster, any G-Evo. Okay, and at the end of the battle, when this card attack, put 1 card from the top of the deck face down as a counter of Dragot, size 0, 6k, 6k, critical 2. Right, so after attack, you can call 1. Then since it's a triple attack, so after second attack, you can call another one, third one. A lot stronger than the original one, and you can use it in any deck. That's the best part. Alright, Darkness Dragon World. Right, so Shadow Dive. Alright, so you can actually attack your opponent even if there's a monster in the center. So we can negate all the huge defense of whatever that your opponent have in the center. And enter the field, destroy a card on your opponent field. If entered by G-Evo, destroy all cards on your opponent field and deal 1 damage for each card destroyed. Right, move, Soul Guard, 9k, 3, 6k. New monsters have arrived. Right, let's go back to the Deity Gargantua Dragon. Right, so unlike the original Gargantua Dragon, there's a new Deity G-Evo. It's treated as a G-Evo, but you can use it once per turn. Alright, so after the battle, instead of a normal G-Evo on top, you actually get to draw 1. Right, and there's another effect which is counter. During your turn, this card, you can call this card from the soul by paying the call cost. So let's say after I G-Evo, after I finish my attack, I can actually pay the call cost, which is pay 1 gauge and put top card into soul, and I can call it over, and I can call it back and remove all the souls. Right. So you can actually do a lot of different combination with this. Lots of potential. One of the key card for Cursed Dragon deck. So the core cost is put up to 2 Cursed Dragon from your drop into the soul and pay 1 gauge. Size of all original size 1 Cursed Dragon is reduced by 1, right? And most of them are 1. Okay. Counter. Choose a monster on the field, and you may drop a soul from this card. If you do, destroy the chosen card, and if your opponent has a card under the flag, you gain 2 life. So you can actually destroy your own monster to put cards under the flag. Alright, so it's very useful. You can use it either to destroy your opponent or destroy your own monster. Right, it's a key card in the Cursed Dragon deck. Wow, that's fast. Right, so I've opened the Climax Rare with special finishing. This is Let's Settle This Ranma. Alright, so the Radiant Combat Deity's Glory is a new addition to the G-Evo spell. So instead of the mode change, now you can actually mode change from the drop zone. Alright, and since there's no world, you can actually put in any deck. Right, so let's have a closer look. Golden Words. Right, it's attack from the Climax Rare. Cherry Blossom Dance. Set card, your opponent cannot call monster from the drop zone, which actually counters a lot of deck. If an item would leave your field, you may put this card from the field into a draw. If you do, that card remain on the field. Right? Very, very strong in Electro Deity deck. That solves a lot of issue. Right? It's a strong rare that you can take note of. Handy Toteki. This is a very interesting card. When this card attack, choose a monster on the opponent field, pay 1 life, then that card cannot stand during opponent's next stand phase. Okay. Alright, so we have another triple R, Agito. So the new D shares allow you to pay 2 cash and stand this card. So this is D shares, all monsters on the field get the same effect. And when this card attack, if you have 3 or more cards with D share, which is pretty easy, you gain 1 life and draw 1. Alright. Not very suitable for the size 3 build, but for the size 1 rush build, this is actually a very good option. Got a screw. If you're all, do you have any more? Oh, our last pack, Triple R, our new Enma. When this card attack, put a hand card into the soul of a folktale item on your field, then you gain 2 life and draw 1. When this card destroy a monster on opponent field with double attack, 6k, 1k, right? So you can actually have 2 different Enma on the field now, with pretty good effects. Right, so let's take a look at our. Right, so from this box we have 6 parallel foils, 3 triple Rs, 5 double R, 1 climax rare, and a secret pack. Alright, let's take a look at the Violence Vanity. Alright, so this is a set with all the bad guys. I like how they separate the 2 sets into the good guys set and the bad guys set, which is pretty easy for children to buy. And it's easy for the players too, unless you have decks from both sides. And yeah. Oh, box topper, fusion assist. So you may cast this card if you are equipped XL Blade Stand, pay 1 gauge, choose and use one of the following 2. For this turn, Blade Dancer on your field left and right cannot be destroyed. Very, very strong. For this turn, a card on your opponent field get critical -3. So it's very, very defensive, right? A good addition to the Blade Dancer deck. Alright, so let's start opening the Vanity set. That's fast. The thing I like about Lost World is I get to know what I open before I flip the pack. Alright, so our first Lost World monster. Choose a card on your opponent's field and you may drop a hand card. If you do, return the chosen card back to hand. Triple attack. And since it's counter, you can even use it on your opponent's turn. Circle of Reflect. Very, very strong set card for the Imperial Corps deck. As it during your opponent's attack phase, when the Imperial Corps monster enter your field, draw a card, deal 2 damage to the opponent. Right, you can say set 1, abilities for all Imperial Corps on your field cannot be nullified. Right, so recommend to have around 2 to 3 copies for Imperial deck. Right, so for your last sword, And just like the Golden Gaga, there's only common, rare, and above. Right. Another Lost World card. So, for rare. Alright, more boost for our Max Dragon. Alright. In this set, we have the new milling mechanics for the Dark Venom Dragon. Right, so our second triple R. Invasion from the Deep and Foul. You may cast this if you have a Lost Fader on your field. Okay, very easy. Look at top 4 cards from the top of the deck. Put up to 2 among them into your hand, the rest into gauge. So you get to draw 2, charge 2. Right. Very, very good addition to the Lost World. Right. Parallel Foil. Distortion Wall. Right, actually not much changes to the current build. Kata Tail. At the start of each player's attack phase, if this card is in the drop zone and you have a Dimension Dragon on your field, pay 1 life, call it from the drop zone. Simple. When this card is destroyed, destroy a monster on opponent's field. If you do, you gain life equal to the card size. Right? Size 0. Good addition to the Dimension Dragon build. Venom Swarm. The set card that when your Dark Venom Dragon on the field attack, drop the top card of your opponent deck. If this card is destroyed, drop 3 cards. Right? So, and you can play multiple copies. So recommend around 15 to 18 copies. Spare the Rider. Oh, secret pack, I guess. Yes. So we have the Vanity secret pack. Right, so let's go one by one. First, the main monster, Vanity. So when the Lost World monster on your field gets sent into drop, pay 2 gauge. And you can call this. This card on the field cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effect. Then when this card enter the field, choose up to 2 cards on your opponent's field. Draw also from the chosen card and put the chosen card into drop. Right, and double attack. 50,000, 3, 10,000. Right, very, very strong stats. It's not even his final form yet. And let's see, what do you have here? Your opponent cannot draw a card by a monster effect. Right, a very good counter to many different decks right now. When this card is destroyed, you may pay 1 gauge, return this card back to hand, move double attack 10,000 to 3,000. Right. What do we have here? When this card enters the field, destroy all items and spells on your opponent's field. If you destroy the Dark Venom Dragon, you'll be milling a lot of cards, so be careful. When this card is destroyed, destroy all monsters on your opponent's field. 7,000, 3, 5,000. Do not call this when you're playing against Dark Venom Dragon. Dimension Wave. Cast cost. Destroy a monster on your field. Right, you can actually destroy a monster and call this on top. Okay, counter. Charge 2, gain 2 life, draw 1. Right, so you can actually destroy a monster on your field. Call this. Charge 2. Charge 2, gain 2 life, draw 1. Right, very strong. Then counter, choose one of the following 2. Destroy all monsters in opponent field. Deal 1 damage to opponent for each card destroyed. And for this turn, all cards on your field cannot be destroyed, return to hand, and their abilities cannot be nullified by opponent's card effect. Right, Day of Devastation. Recommend around 1 to 2 in your deck. Right, so that's our secret pack from this box. Right, Parallel Foil, Highest Authority. the common version for the Imperial Court weapon. Return an Imperial Court monster from your field to hand, charge 1, right, and it's a counter. So, and you can only use once per turn, so you can also use it during opponent turn. Right, so you can counter call during the attack phase, activate all the effect, return it back to hand, gain 1 gauge, and do it one more time. Parallel foil. Alright, let's take a look at this parallel foil. Alright, so the new Cerberus is actually a nullified spell effect, which you just need to have a Cerberus on your field, discard, pay 1 gauge, pay 1 life. Right, simple, very useful in the Max Dragon Insurer deck as a spell nullifier, and you can even call it on the field if you're desperate. We have the new Hanako. Can only enter by toilet item effect as usual. Enter the field, draw also from up to 1 card on your opponent field and destroy it or return it back to hand. When attack, you gain 1 life and deal 1 damage to your opponent. Right, very simple. Alright, more Lost World. Right, so we have the new weapon. The gauge cost return in the equip cost is reduced by 1 for each card on your field. Pay 3 gauge, so you have 3 cards is free. Cannot be destroyed or leave the field by opponent's card effect. Okay. When attack, even if you have a monster in your center, so you can attack even if there's something in the center, penetrate, triple attack. 30k and 3 crit. Right, simple and deadly. Alright, not as fancy as the previous one, we can discard opponent's hand, but still very strong. As usual, we have more than 1 copy of the rare. Right, this King of Dadan. You only cast this if there's a Dragon Blood sack on your field. Put up to 1 card from the drop into the soul of the Dragon Blood sack monster on your field. Then charge 1, draw 1. Right, very good addition to the deck. New Holy Grail for the Imperial Court. I should be spending half the day modifying my old decks, I guess. Right, maximum of absolute strength. So you can only cast this during an attack or opponent turn, and if you have a Max Dragon monster on your field. Nullify the attack. Look at the top of your deck equals to the center monster size. Right, so you have size 5, size 6. And put 1 of them into your hand, the rest back to the bottom of the deck in any order. Right, so you get to nullify an attack and even draw a card. And technically you can even choose what you want to draw to your hand. Right, Angelic Radiance, I believe this is some issue. So add 1 Imperial card item from a deck to a hand, shuffle your deck, counter, add 1 Imperial card monster from your drop to hand, and you take 1 damage. Right, the take 1 damage is very important in this deck. Right, it's a very interesting deck that the more damage you take, the more damage you deal to your opponent. And most importantly, the whole deck it looks very beautiful. Right, so Glory of Heavens. So I believe there's some printing error with this card, which allows you to do an exchange during an event. Both the Invasion of Deep and Glory of Heaven. So if you manage to open 2 of them, do exchange them during Spring Fest in your area. Alright, so you can only cast this during opponent turn, and if you have an Imperial card on your field, you take 2 damage, very important, and charge 2 and draw 2. Right, very strong. Very strong. It's a very crucial card that I'll recommend to play 4 copies. Right, let's take a look at this first. So this new addition to the Blade Dancer, the new set card. And all Blade Dancer on your field get power plus 2k. Abilities cannot be nullified by opponent's card effect. During opponent turn, when a Blade Dancer monster on your left or right is destroyed, you gain 2 life and deal 2 damage to the opponent. Right, so right now your opponent, if he attack the left or right, you gain advantage. If you attack the center, you get to use the impact. Right. And let's take a look at this double R. So we have the new Lost Knight. So oppress, pay 1 gauge. You can stand to your opponent's open left or right. If this card will be destroyed, you may pay 1 gauge and you remain on the field. Alright? And take note, it's only when destroyed. So if you use it as a cost, or you return it back to hand, sorry, you can't pay that 1 gauge. Right, more parallel voice. Alright, let's take a look at the result from this box. Alright, first of all, we have 6 parallel foil, 3 triple R's, very beautiful, 5 double R, and 1 secret pack. Right, so give me a while I sort out the rest of the carton. Alright, just finished sorting the 2 cartons of boosters, and let's take a look at the higher rarities. So each secret pack you have 8 packs, so you can actually form 2 decks up from 1 carton. Alright, and let's start with the CBT01. We have the Climax Rare. Right, SP, we have Gale and Gargantua Dragon. Right, for body rare we have 2 copies, 1 of each, so 1 Gargantua and 1 Gale. That's for booster 1. And for booster 2 we have also a Climax Rare. For the SP we have Deadly Eyes, Vanity. Right, and the weird thing is I actually opened 2 Archangel Gabriel from my same carton. Right, so each carton came with 2 body rare, 2 SP, and 1 Climax Rare. And you can actually put the image together. Right, so this is the Climax Rare. Alright, so okay, and also let's take a look at the promo cards. So we have 4 copies of each. So let's take a look at the CBT02 first. So we have Fusion Assist, Regeneration, King Order of the Pawn, and Dimension Cruelty. This from CBT02. And from 1 we have the Legend World Gargantua Kaiser, Sorcery Deity Dragon Animasil, Cosmo Scarf, and Holy Magic. Right, so that's all from the Climax booster. Right, see you